Well, hello friends, Fujosevich here. Welcome back to some Hearthstone, and we are trying out... Ooh, maybe I should have played that. That's okay. We are trying out some Deathstalker Rexxar Hunter for a number of reasons. Number one, we finally made it to our rank 10 plateau. That was done on the back of our Raza Priest deck. A bunch of videos out for that, blah, blah, blah. Go check them out if you're interested. I love that deck. That's probably my favorite new deck. But I did open Deathstalker Rexxar as my free Death Knight when the expansion started, so I figured, you know what, let's give this a try. So we're going to go ahead and give this a little bit of an opportunity here to kind of shine or fail now that we're at the rank 10 floor, so we're not too worried about losing games and things like that, where we would potentially normally be a little bit more worried. At this point, I feel like putting out more power is going to be better. I will attack the 1/1 in here just to kind of deny the Mortal Coil cycle. If the Mortal Coil is going to hit, I'd rather it hit the Kindly Grandmother. This deck list is a little bit, I don't know if strange is the right word. I mean, we have the traditional, at least since Ungoro, traditional early game for Hunter, with the Alley Cats, Jeweled Macaw, Crackling, Razor Maw, which is kind of good if it hits a target, and then obviously Kindly Grandmother. We don't run the secret package. Yes, that is definitely an option, and I think it may be viable. I know I've had 2 games against Hunters where they've been able to pull off the Deathstalker Rexxar, and they definitely got to that point in the game on the back of the secret package. Both times, I believe. I think those videos are up somewhere past week or so, and I think it's fair to say that maybe the secret package is stronger, maybe. But I definitely have always kind of leaned more towards the minion-based gameplay of Hearthstone, so that's kind of part of the reason why I decided to go with this deck here. Oh wow, that was a big decision from our opponent. It's kind of strange, but that's okay. Right now I'm tempted to now we're tempted to go ahead and Crackling Razor Maw. There's a bunch of adapts that we can get that'll be good. I guess we're going with the poisonous and attack both don't do anything. +1/+1 would have been great. Basically these are the ones. +1/+1 was the best one there. It doesn't matter. We'll take the attack. We'll pump that in. We'll play our Fiery Bat, and then we'll say go. We have a reasonable board right now. If our opponent ever does go super wide, we obviously have Unleash the Hounds to counter, so I'm not as worried as I might be right now. And this is why in this situation, like if we've been able to slam down some... So we're facing a Zoo, and obviously, I don't know why I didn't say that earlier, but we are facing a Zoo deck here, and historically, Zoo decks do beat the aggro Hunters, at least since Naxxramas nerfs. Thinking of trading, that would be nice. And I think our opponent's probably debating this just because the 2/1 trades so nicely with the 3/2s. It's not necessarily what we would call like a free kill, but it's a very nice... There we go, that's really nice for us as well. So yeah, it's not a free kill exactly, but it's pretty good value. And then hey, there's actually a new card, so that's kind of fun. I'm debating Unleashing right now, to be honest, just so we can maintain a little bit more pressure on the board. Although maybe slamming down the Infested Wolf is also viable, just because it guarantees the death rattle. Like we'll have something to be playing on our next turn. And eventually we do want to get to the point here where we're able to be tapping or hitting our hero power to kind of counter our opponent's hero power. Because we do have a little bit of burst in this deck. And then the long game from this deck really isn't that viable against Zoo. Oh wow, that's pretty strong. And so yeah, this is actually one of the new cards that is potentially very strong. Give a friendly minion +1 attack. That is just better than a bunch of cards that are currently out there. So we're going to summon a 1/1 for every enemy minion. And we have room for one more, so we're going to go ahead and Animal Companion as well. 4/4 is okay, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can clear a whole bunch of things. We can clear basically all of our opponent's major threats. And I think that's kind of the way we want to do this. So now at least our opponent's board, you know, less than trades with our board. But because this is Zoo we're going up against, we're definitely kind of expecting there to be Defender of Argus, maybe more of these new cards, a better Abusive Sergeant. I mean, when you just look at these stats, it's... if it's your opponent's turn, summon a 8/8. There's no way for us to steal this, unfortunately. So that really is too bad. So Death Rattles cost 2 less. This is a new card. Kind of cool if we were able to play it. But I think we're going to go try and get some health. Or, yeah, this is actually a pretty good Death Rattle, I would think. And then we'll play this out as well. And then we're going to go face here. Because at this point, we need to be more aggressive. And especially because next turn we have the Bone Mare to be able to taunt and get some more face damage in. Because we're guaranteed to have minions now that we have the Misha plus the Infested Wolf. So overall, I think we're kind of looking good. Finally a tap. Our opponent's really been doing well against us so far. I'm expecting them to go face here. And while current Zoo may not have as much burst as we're used to in the past, let's say, losing some burst potential, it still has to be respected, I think. So we have the option of 3-3 and then slamming 5 into face, and I kind of like that. As much as that does give up a little bit, I think it maintaining the Death Rattle, I think, is strong here. And then getting 6 into face, getting our opponent down to below 11 is going to be important. We have 2 big minions plus a Death Rattle on board. I'm feeling okay. Obviously, there can still be lots of buffs. We're expecting Defender of Argus. We are expecting maybe not Sun Fury Protector, because that's not really affecting the board as much. That just, again, lets us pick our trades. If our opponent's just going to taunt and wait, which we would then win. But Zoo is still going to have lots of different things that they can do. I'm expecting a bit of a thought process here from our opponent. Our opponent's kind of taking a little bit of time, which is fine. But around the rank 10 floors, around rank 5 floors, I definitely try and still think through my turns. But ooh, there we go, Bone Mare versus Bone Mare. And now the question is, do we have lethal? And the answer is yeah, we did have lethal. We don't anymore. Obviously this 1-1 would have been able to break, and then this is 8 plus the 2. We would have won. A copy of a minion in our deck. What minions in our deck would let us win right now? I can't think of any. So let's see what we can find here. Let's find a massive charger. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, Houndmaster is going to be nice and juicy for us. Give a friendly beast +2/+2. I think we want this one, because it trades reasonably. And then we'll say go again. So Warlocks do have now the 2 damage. I don't know. I don't remember what the name of the card is called. Drain life, drain soul. 2 mana. Give this minion immune this turn. Well, that is a new card. I think we still have lethal, though. Potentially? Potentially lethal? How much is this? This is 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so it is... Oh, no, it's not. I forgot about this guy. Oh, wow, the Voidwalker literally did stop the lethal. But that's okay. I think we can slam down the Lich King and then just make our trades. And then this will be reasonable, I think. And then this one goes face. So the 8/8's likely going to trade. I'm not expecting Zoo to have any sort of super hard removal. Yeah, Death Grip does nothing, but the fact that it's the 8/8 taunt is really what's going to let us win the game here. Yeah, this 8/8 trading, I don't want to say that's going to win us the game, but I don't expect... Okay, well, no, never mind. Serenade Chain Gang. Hey, you know what? Those Frost Wolves are good. I mean, this is basically Frost Wolf without the overload. You pay the whole cost up front, the same way that Shamans used to. And it seems to work. Oh, is this lethal now? 4, 7, 1 off lethal. Let's Death Grip something first, just in case it's awesome. It's kind of cool. Maybe not awesome, but it's cool. Is it even worth doing that, or should we just continue to ping? Just so, like, we'll win next turn, even though we're not going to win this turn. I think that's probably a better idea. But you know what, let's play this just because it will be a problem in the future. And then we'll go, I'll take the 2 damage. And then so we'll just set up for winning next turn. I think that's reasonable. Very reasonable, no wasted damage. If our opponent can burst us for 10, I think I'm going to be impressed more than anything. As opposed to upset. There we go. And that is a nice, well played. Definitely, you know, And this is what I've heard about this deck. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get another game in this video. But that's what I've heard about this deck, is that when it wins, oftentimes this deck is going to win just on the back of the smooth curving Hunter cards, as opposed to really Deathstalker Rexxar value and things like that. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some more fun with this deck. Okay, and we have found ourselves a little bit of a quest warrior. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can't... And again, this is going to be a matchup where I don't think, actually, now that I'm just saying this, I don't think the Deathstalker Rexxar is going to be able to do anything reasonable. I think it's generally going to be a bad matchup for us trying to get value. +3 health or plants. Plants is going to be better. So we'll see if we still can't find a Deathstalker Rexxar at some point. But in this matchup, I think we're going to win simply by kind of getting... this is, yeah, Animal Companion's going to be good. If it's a 4-2 charger, that's pretty nice. That is potentially very nice, actually, because that could be 8 damage for 3 mana. And in this matchup, we're very much looking just to kill our opponent. You know, surprise, surprise. That classic strategy of reduce your opponent's health to 0. Generally not one of the strategies that I tend to follow regularly when I play, which is strange to say, but it's kind of true. At this point, I feel like we might want to be hero powering. This is kind of not the best for us right now. I think we're going to burn the coin right now. Let's see what we get first. It's not excellent. Not excellent at all. So we're just going to go wide now. And if we get brawled, we lose. And if we don't get brawled, well, then I think we got a chance in terms of Houndmaster and Scavenging Hyena turn. So that'll be fun. If we get hit with some ridiculous AoE stuff, that's also very bad. Otherwise, yeah, these taunts might be an issue. But I think because we're going to sprinkle in the hero power slowly, we could potentially do things. +2/+2. So who do we want to take out? Do we want to get value and get this guy first? No, I think we need to go big here or go home. So we're going to go... this is fine. So we've got a whole bunch of minions. We've got a buffed up, or at least, you know, in the process of buffed up, getting buffed up Scavenging Hyena. And we've developed a little bit of a board again. If we ever get hit with a really big brawl, we're going to lose at this point. Uh-oh. Maybe it's incoming right now. If our Scavenging Hyena wins, this could be the game. That's for sure. Hyena. Oh. Wow, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's going to be a loss. I don't see us being able to come back from this. Once the taunts have been established, once a taunt wins a brawl, not many decks can really come back from that. So, oh wow, that's pretty brutal. Luckily, Bone Mare is going to be able to do things for us. Yeah, that's going to be kind of our saving grace here. +4/+4, 5. Let's take out... let's hit the big guy. I mean, I'm expecting our opponent to kind of trade this way, right? Trade here and then maybe do something plus a AoE or something. But if they want to go and play, you know, get cute and just kind of taunt up, maybe we can unleash. If not, we were going to Lich King. And after that, we will probably look for Savannah Hymen with our stitched tracker. Otherwise we're in kind of big trouble and we lose. So we'll kind of go from there, I think. And our opponent hasn't used any of their really hard removal yet either. So that's kind of, not unfortunate for us, but just the fact that we know it's coming. Like, getting executed right now wouldn't surprise me. Oh. Okay. Well, how do we do this? Oh, maybe we Deathstalker right now, actually. Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. That's a kill. And then we Deathstalker and start summoning crazy minions, right? If we Lich... And then we try and work in the Lich King afterwards, right? I think that might be reasonable, as much as I don't want to do it. It's a cool animation. Let's take a look. Yeah, cool animation. I'll buy that. Okay, shuffle. Summon rats. Or do we want to get some Knuckles? No, I think we want Rat Pack. We want something a bit lower costing. Oh no, how much was Rat Pack? Was 3? 3 plus 3 plus a 5 is gonna be 8. I don't want to spend that much mana. We'll just take yeah, the hugest amount. We'll just fill our board right now. Like, what do we care? So this is, you know, we summon 1/1s equal to our health. So we're gonna have 6 of them. 6 1/1s getting summoned. That'll be fun, at least. It'll be something. So the issue is on 9. This is gonna be 5 plus 3, so it's gonna be a little awkward. Oh, speaking of awkward. Oh boy. Okay, so our opponents, you know, slowly working their way up. Oh, that might be better than everything. And then let's discover another Savannah Highmane, if you don't mind. Oh, Death Rattle cards cost less. This becomes 2 less. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and hit him with that. 5 mana, 4/6 is obviously not good. Potentially, it's actually bad. But it combos slightly here, at least. So there's that. This is definitely unfortunate for us, the way this is working. But at least we got through the Sunkeeper. So we got that going for us. And one of the AoEs is down, so now we can Zombieast this turn. Oh, unless we do something even cooler. So this gets reduced by 2. So we spend 5 mana. This becomes down to 3 mana. And then we can Zombieast again. I think that's reasonable, because we can kind of clear this. Kind of, again, you know, we're saying kind of, let's be honest. Let's Zombieast here. Can't be targeted. I like... Oh, wait. How does this help us? Let's take... no, let's take Rat Pack. I like the... Rat Pack is a 3 plus a 3. Or do we want a big taunt? 3 plus a 7. 3 plus a 4 for 7. Oh, let's take that stealth action. It's gonna be pretty nice, I'd say. And then we'll summon this, and then we'll attack in here, and we'll see what happens here. So at this point, we're gonna have to be. I like the idea of slamming down these big awkward minions for our opponent to deal with. Hey, and we're getting to see a Deathstalker Rexxar at the very least. We've lost our ability to now be going face, obviously, but we're also never going to run out of our ability to be generating minions at the very least, because once we run out of minions, oh boy. Hey, this, you know what? This is good against Ragnaros, right? I'm not expecting it to happen. Oh, maybe we're just expecting more AoEs. Oh, and a very good AoE from our opponent, which is unfortunate for us. But then they will also lose their ability to, if our opponent does play this sooner than later, they lose their hero power, which they're not willing to do yet. Surprise, surprise. That is a smart play on our opponent's part, to be honest. As much as we don't like to say it. So we're going to use Kill Command in the attack, but then also summon the Zombies first. So let's go ahead and discover, if we can't discover something that helps us a little more. Adapt Murlocs. I don't want that. Summon a 1/3 Spider or Adjacent. I'm going to want to summon a 1/3. It's bad stats, but we're going to do what we can do. Oh, these are pretty bad as well. We'll just take the biggest. What did I wish there was a way. 2/5. Yeah, I think I'd rather have a lower cost right now. 3/8. Summon a 1/8. No one's really playing that card. Whoops. 3. So this gets played for sure. I think we want to take the discount, even though it's not really helping us out right now. So again, now we have a big Zombieast here that will be able to trade with almost anything our opponent plays. And we have the Houndmaster to buff it, and then... Not that Taunt Warrior is really ever known for building a wide board, but if they do, we have Unleash the Hounds, which maybe is something. So that'll be fun. Jungle Panther and Rat Pack. We have not really had the best discovers here, to be fair. Sulfuras, and our opponent's going to go for that. He's going for that snipe. Okay, that's good. I'm expecting a small taunt here. Oh. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, well, we have options, actually. I like the idea of just going all in for face. I think that's how we're gonna win. And we'll taunt up the really, really big guy. And then basically the game's gonna be over in a couple turns at most. Like if this completely misses and hits one of these two, probably close to a win. If our opponent doesn't just brawl. Like, again, if our opponent brawls here again, we're in bad shape. But otherwise, I mean, there's 3 potential good hits here. Targets for our opponent. Actually, 4. Uh-oh. Sleep with the fishies. Execute. Okay, well, we knew that would be coming eventually. Still some really big minions here for our opponent to deal with. So that could be a good thing. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see what else we can discover. Maybe it's going to come down to this big discovery and also where this goes. Now there's only like really 2 targets that we want because we kind of want to keep the 4-2. Slam again. Opponents, you know, willing to forego the draw just in the hopes that something can really come and help them. That's 1 damage, so it doesn't really help. Now we really want to take this to face. Really want that to go face. Okay, and we just have to go super wide right now and hope for the best. Now the question is, do we want to lich? No, we want to discover something awesome. Adjacent minions +1. 7's not enough. We'll take Knuckles and a Taunter with high health. Oh no! Chargerino is what we did want, but that's okay. After this attacks a minion, also hits the enemy. This is only 10. Yeah, only 10. I think I do want to get rid of this one, to be honest. Because that's still damage to face, and then we'll get rid of that armor right away. And we're clearing minions. 8+3 is not lethal, so that's good. But, you know, with a weapon, it could be potentially lethal. With a brawl into stuff, we could be in trouble. That play, I think, still set us up into the best possible result. Oh, boy. Oh, noes. Oh, noes. How do we get through this? Charger that has a charger. 5, 6. A charger that has poisonous. Oh, battle cry equal to damage? So that could be something nice. I mean, Arphis could be cute, but I think we have to actually try and win a little bit more. Oh, this is just 1 off of lead. Oh, no, I think we win. I think we win now, don't we? Yeah, we do. So we want to summon this first. We'll do... Six, 7, 8. Yeah, this is... Oh, wait. We need to get this down, though, right? Hold on. Why am I messing this up? Okay. Get this down. Okay. Whew. That was one heck of a Deathstalker Rexxar. That was pretty fun, to be honest with you. I thought we were completely done at the beginning of the game when our opponent had been just completely controlling us there. That was actually really, really fun. That was a little bit more stressful of a game than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. But it was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. So that was actually kind of interesting. 2 games were kind of what I expected to happen in the first game, where if we win because of the Hunter curve. And then the second game, you know what? Deathstalker Rexxar gave us some very interesting options, and obviously there's a bunch of RNG that goes into that. But we definitely could have had worse options, and we definitely could have had better options, I think, as well. The first couple discovers weren't really that strong, but that's okay. This was fun. That's going to be it for me for Deathstalker Rexxar for today, at the very least. And I'll see you next time. Keep your stick on the ice.